very different episode of Tea and Possibilities. I'm Nikki, but this week I am not in Southsea in Portsmouth. I'm actually here in London this weekend at my family home. I probably won't put this up on the podcast playlist. I might put it up on a kind of out and about vlog list. But I did, unfortunately, I'm really sorry, neglect to say that there wouldn't be a proper podcast this week because I'm here in London for lots of reasons, to see my family, to hang out with some friends, but also to go to a Love Knitting event. Later on this afternoon, I will be going to the Love Knitting headquarters for the launch party of their blogger programme called The Flock, of which I'm a member. And I'm just really excited to meet new yarny friends, meet in person people I've been chatting to online. I'm hoping to get some footage to kind of show you what went on there and all the goodies that they had. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about that. Before I go there, I will be, in the next few minutes actually, meeting some friends, and we're going to do a little bit of shopping, have a little bit of lunch, and just hang out and catch up, which will be really, really lovely. As you can see, I have done a little something with my hair. Because I'm home, I stole my mum's hair curlers, which I don't have my own set of, and decided to see what my shorter hair would do with a kind of vintage set. It's okay, it's a little bit curlier than I used to have it when it was longer, but I'm sure it will drop out. My hair is, you know, defiantly poker straight, so I'm sure it'll be fine by the end of the day. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to be back here in my hometown. I absolutely love this city. I was on the tube last night, coming home from Waterloo, and just even the smell of a tube station, and I just was like, oh, this is home. This is where I'm from. These are where my roots are. And it is a horrible grey day. I don't know if you can tell by the light. I've got the window just behind the camera, and it is promising rain, but I am full of sunshine in my heart because I am going to see my lovely girlfriends, and I've got a lot to look forward to this weekend. So yeah, this is going to be a hopefully really fun vlog, and I'll show you a lot behind the scenes at loveknitting.com. So see you later on, bye! It was an absolutely amazing party. I just want to say a massive thank you to all of the fantastic Love Knitting crew who pulled it all together and just made sure we all had an amazing time. In particularly to Jenny, who was so lovely and friendly and such a great person to be meeting and greeting on the door. So I just wanted to say a big hi to Jenny and thank you again for inviting me. First things first, the food. Have a go, likes her food. The food was amazing. There was this great little buffet. The only thing I do wish is that the little teeny tiny cupcakes had been a little bit bigger, because I did feel like I wanted to eat 3 because they were so tiny. I have to say that I really, really admire what Love Knitting are trying to do. They are trying to bring together a global community through the thing that we all love. Which is yarn. Whether you are a knitter, a crocheter or a weaver, yarn is your thing. Yarn is the thing that helps you create garments, create baby blankets, create beautiful wall hangings, create lovely accessories. Yarn is the thing. And they are trying to gather all these amazing brands together under one roof to make it really easy for people to get their hands on. And I have to say that even before I became one of the Love Knitting bloggers, Love Knitting was pretty much my go-to place. I do buy regularly from indie dyers, but when it comes to, you know, just needing to get some needles or a really good acrylic, or just generally brands that I could not get anywhere else, Love Knitting is my main place to go to. And Love Knitting is where I got my beautiful advent calendar from, so thanks for enabling me, guys. Speaking of advent calendars, they have actually just launched their own with the Paintbox yarn, which I think I've mentioned before. Paintbox is available as a cotton, but also as an acrylic, and it is, honest to goodness, one of the most beautiful acrylics that I've ever used. It's incredibly soft, the colours are so vibrant, they're just beautiful, and I know that they're going to be a staple for me when it comes to blankets and baby knits. And so I have to say, I was a little bit gutted. There was a quick competition to win an advent calendar, and I was about this close to winning one, and I was a little bit gutted, but I just didn't get the second bit of the answer to the question, so I didn't win one because I was a bit gutted. Because I'd actually seen these crochet baubles hanging up, and what it looked like had a little bit of a little nosy and like instruction, and they were like a clear plastic bauble that someone had crocheted a little cover for, so you could still see through them, and they were gorgeous. And I was thinking, if I had the Paintbox advent calendar, I could make several baubles by the time that I'd got to the end of that advent calendar, but alas, it was not to be. I did consider buying one, and then I thought, you know what, you really do need to focus on buying Christmas presents. Like, this needs to be your focus, not another yarn advent calendar. So next year, guys, I will be in touch. But while we're on the subject of Paintbox yarns, I just wanted to show you a few little ones I did pick up. They had this Kilner jar full of all different colours available in Paintbox. In fact, I think Jenny said that that's not even all the colours. Their palette is huge. And I was just playing with some pretty colours that I thought might be cute for the Christmas tree. So we've got a really lovely pale grey, and this lovely sage green, which I think looks like Christmas tree under lots of snow. That's what I'm thinking there. And then a beautiful sugar plum pink, which I just think is gorgeous. It reminds me of, like, you know, sugar mice and just fairies, and I just think that's, even though it's pink, it's not traditionally Christmassy. I do think, especially with this silver, that there is something quite Christmassy about it. And then this lovely blue, because Frozen, Frost, you know, that is just Christmas to me. Festive, winter, all of that time. And I'm thinking that I am going to have a go with these at making some crocheted baubles. So maybe use these more muted colours with a pop of these colours, and make up a few baubles. So I do like handmade things at Christmas, and they seem quite straightforward. If anyone's got some really good pointers for patterns to help make those, I would really appreciate it, so do ping them my way. But yeah, I did love doing the yarn kind of palette choosing with that. That was really fun. Not least because on the same table they had the pick and mix. I mean, pick and mix colours, pick and mix sweets. What more could a girl ask for? I will come to this goodie bag that I got, but I just wanted to show you what I nabbed in the yarn tasting. Now, I could not believe this yarn tasting. It was amazing. Some of the stuff they had there was just beautiful. They had fibre spates. I've never touched fibre spates in my life. And there it was, just on this table, and I've made a note of the colour because I didn't want to be too greedy and grab that too. But the colourway they had was crocus, and it was this almost watercolour effect of like pink with a like little dash of violet and this pale green, and it was just beautiful, just so gorgeous. And yeah, I wish I'd nabbed it, but I was trying to be good and I didn't. What I did nab from the yarn tasting was 2 Sweet Georges. I haven't heard so much about Sweet George yarns, but I've never actually seen it in the flesh. And I think I'm a convert now, guys. I mean, look at this. And you know I love blue, but look at this. And what I cannot convey to you strongly enough is just how soft this is. I need you to close your eyes, okay? And I need you to think about the softest thing you've ever touched, whether it is a kitten or a puppy, or if you're like a crazy adventurous person and you've touched a cloud, whatever it is, I want you to think about that, okay? Because that is what this feels like. It's just so soft and so squishy and beautiful. And it is 55% silk with 45% cashmere. I mean, I don't even know what I'd use this for. I just feel like when I'm sad that I just want to stroke it because it's just so beautifully soft. I am not somebody for whom softness is the be all and end all. I've got a really lovely toothy wool jumper that I've knit, which I really love. I love the toothiness of wool, but this is something else. This is just, oh, it's just beautiful, and I don't know what I'll do with it. It might be a stripe and a shawl at some point, I was thinking. It's just, but until then, it's my little comfort blanket. It's so beautiful. I love it. Thank you, Love Knitting. You've made a girl very happy with this alone. And then I grabbed this. And this is another Sweet Georgia. It is the Bulletproof Sock, which is 50% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 15% kid mohair and 15% silk, which makes me really surprised because I've been checking this on my neck and on my wrists, and I'm a little bit allergic to mohair. I had a mohair scarf once, which I loved. It was beautiful. It was a Christmas present, and I wrapped it around my neck. And when I took it off, I had my neck was quite red and blotchy. It was very itchy. So I tend to avoid mohair, but this, I don't know if it's because it's minimal, because it's blended, but yeah, no irritation at all. But yeah, that's such a good combination of things, and I don't know how much this is, but I need it. I need more of it. I just think that this, I think it's called Dusk. It's called Dusk, and it's such a beautiful, it's like a plummy grey, and it almost looks like, you know, the underside of a storm cloud just before the storm rolls in. That's what it reminds me of, and I think this is perfect for a garment just because it is neutral but without being boring, you know, and I want this so much as a cardigan. I'm thinking the Hortensia by Andy Sutherland. I'm gonna have to go home, do some research, potentially leave the tab open and just casually be like, oh, wouldn't that grey purple make a lovely cardigan, and maybe see what I get for Christmas. But in the meantime, this is beautiful, and I can't wait to use this. But this is my gorgeous goodie bag, which will become a project bag because it's lovely. I do love a good drawstring bag. I'm going to start off with the bits and bobs I don't know what to do with, because any recommendations, any ideas would be gratefully received. So yeah, do let me know if anything pops to mind. First up, there is Silk Hair Degradé from Lana Grossa, which is, let me see if I can find the fibre content, 70% mohair and 30% silk. And I love this, even though this is a bit too much mohair for me. I think it would be a little bit irritating. But I'm thinking it might make a beautiful gift, maybe a cowl, I don't know. But I love this, look at that. It just reminds me of a log fire in winter, you know, when you come in from a really rainy, cold walk and you take off your coat and, you know, you take off your shoes and you put some really thick socks on and you go and sit by the log fire with a big cup of tea or hot chocolate. That's what this reminds me of, and I just think this is beautiful, and I'm quite sad I won't be able to have it myself, which is a bit of a bummer. But yeah, I think that's going to be gift knitting pile. As will this one, which is so beautiful. But again, it is mohair, which I can't find. Here we go. It's 42% mohair, 33% virgin wool and 25% polyamide. And that's also Lana Grossa, but this is Mohair Lana. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They don't seem to have colourway names, which is a bit of a shame, because I would call this Rain Cloud. It's a beautiful silvery blue, cloudy, lovely, I mean, just spring rain cloud, right? Gorgeous. I am wondering, because they are the same weight, if they would go together in a project, but I'm not sure. I just think this is so strong it would do better on its own, but I'm not sure. I'm still considering that. Answers on a postcard, please. Next up is something that I totally know what I'm going to do with. As soon as I saw it, I knew. This is Natura DMC Just Cotton in the medium weight, and it is, I believe, 100% cotton. But look at that colour. Look at it. It's just perfect. And if you cannot guess already, this is going to be a baby hat. It's going to be a pumpkin baby hat. And I am going to give that as part of a gift to my friend who's having a baby very soon. So literally I saw that and was like, pumpkin hat, sorted, done, no question. This is perfect. I can't find the colourway name. It really makes me sad when there's no colourway names, when they give them a number, because I just think that should be called pumpkin. It just should be. This is pumpkin as far as I'm concerned. And then I hit the blue motherload. I wear a lot of blue. I recently went to the shops with the determination not to buy anything blue. And I came home with blue jeans. What can I say? It's my go-to. It's my own personal neutral. What can I do? I'm going to rush through these a little bit because the light is massively going, which is ridiculous because it's only lunchtime. But what can you do? Again. Let's start with this one, which is Lang Yarns Cashmere Big. I love cashmere. I'm just wondering if maybe I should make myself like a scrappy cow with all these amazing yarns, like a patchwork cow. That'd be fun. But this is beautiful, it's soft. It's a really interesting shade of blue. It looks kind of navy, but there's almost a touch of very dark turquoise. Very interesting colour, I do really like that. This is Millimia, the Naturally Soft Merino, which is in a navy, which is so soft. Like, it's beautiful. It's every bit as soft as this cashmere. Absolutely lovely. I love it. They actually look really good together. So, I don't know, maybe these are going to be a little couple in something. They might be. Watch this space. And then I got Koigu Mori in this fantastic heathered blue. It's very denim-y. And again, I think this would be perfect for garment knitting. This would make a great cardigan because it's a neutral. I heartily consider denim blue to be a neutral. And this is jeans. This is denim jacket. This is perfect. So I'm thinking maybe this would be a little cropped cardigan. Obviously I will buy more because I'm under no illusion that this one skein is going to make me a whole cardigan. I mean, I wish it'd certainly make my yarn buying a lot cheaper, but unfortunately not. But I would be happy to invest some money buying some more of this because this is beautiful. I'm just trying to see if I can find the... There we go. It is 50% merino wool, 50% mulberry silk. So that's why it is so... Oh God, that is luscious. Cardigan, yes please. So while this hasn't been your typical podcast, I would love to say a massive thank you to old and new viewers. Thank you for spending some time with me. I hope you had a cup of tea because I didn't. Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. I would also like to say a massive thank you to the people at Love Knitting. You are amazing, wonderful, lovely, generous people, and I had the best time at the flock party last night. I can't wait to get together with everyone again. I also just had an amazing time meeting people. I bumped into Leanne of This Little Space of Mine, which is a fantastic blog, which you should totally follow. I actually met her earlier in the year at Blogtacular. So it was great to see you again. So hi Leanne, if you're watching. I also got to have a quick chat with Kate of A Playful Day, who is one of my favourite people. She's absolutely lovely. And then I got to have a good old chinwag with Sarah of Crafts from the Kutch, who is lovely. And if you are following her on Instagram and you've seen the big thing she's posting about, just wait till she shares it on her blog because it is stunning. It is so beautiful. Honestly, you're going to want to knit it. I want to knit it. So I'm really looking forward to that coming out, Sarah. So hopefully it comes out soon. thank you for sticking with me through this slightly different vlog, I guess. It's not a podcast, so vlog. And I will definitely see you next week for a more traditional podcast. And I hope you have a lovely, lovely week, and I'll see you again next week. Take care, bye.